Now to this story from WDSU Investigates. It's no secret the city's criminal justice complex is crumbling.
Yeah, buildings just sitting stagnant for almost 20 years. Others that are occupied filled with black mold and even rats. And as the NOPD gets set to more than likely move out of the old headquarters building, some people are concerned it will become just another eyesore.
Spray painted, abandoned, and unkept. This old jail, called the Sheriff's Community Correction Center in Mid-City, has sat vacant since Hurricane Katrina wiped it out back in 2005. Opened in the 1960s and used by OPSO to house inmates, it's now owned by the city of New Orleans.
You look at this kind of brutalistic style with no windows. I mean, who wants to redevelop that?
Not many, which is why it's still standing, undeveloped, almost 20 years after Katrina.
As a real estate developer, does this have any real value?
I don't think the building has any real value. You know, our problem here in the city is we have so many vacant buildings.
Including this one, right across the street. It's the old House of Detention, an infamous prison that once made up the original criminal justice complex in Mid-City. This old jail was vacated by the sheriff in 2014.
You work for the sheriff's office in a high-ranking position. Who has control of these buildings right now?
The city of New Orleans has total control over them.
Blake Curry is the former general counsel for the Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office. He was working for OPSO when the sheriff turned the House of Detention over to the city.
Does it surprise you a decade later, since you guys gave it to the city with the sheriff's office, that it's still in this condition?
I think at the time when we moved out, we never thought that the building would still be standing and abandoned this long.
But that's reality, and neighbors nearby are living with it.
It's awful. it's an eyesore.
Hannah Van Horn is a nurse who lives 1 block away from the buildings.
It's just kind of dangerous, in my opinion. It needs to go.
But according to City Hall, that isn't going to happen anytime soon. And some feel the issue might get even worse. That's because the NOPD is on the verge of moving out of headquarters.
So we want to give you a really good look at the criminal justice complex that we're talking about. Right here behind me, this is NOPD headquarters. Right next to that, municipal and traffic court. That was heavily damaged after Hurricane Ida in 2021 and is years away from being fully renovated. Behind that, you have the House of Detention, also abandoned. And right across the street from that, the old Sheriff's Community Correction Center.
The only building of the 4 currently occupied, NOPD headquarters, at least for now.
Black mold is in this building, asbestos is in this building, the rodent infestation is in this building. These are health issues.
So the council is about to greenlight a move for officers to work on 2 floors in the downtown DXC Technology Building. But based on the city's track record when it comes to buildings around the criminal justice complex.
Is there concern about what happens with this building if you move to a nicer office building?
Well, the concern is regarding that would be really more for the city to make a decision about an asset that they own.
City Hall denied our request for an on-camera interview for this story.
If NOPD moves out of headquarters, on a scale of 1 to 10, what is your faith that that one could be redeveloped? 10 being the highest, 1 being the least.
Or 1. If there's something below 1, it would be it.
That's because our Curry witnessed the lack of progress on the other old buildings and stalled plans to tear down the House of Detention.
Well, starting in about 2018, we were at the sheriff's office. We would get these random emails from the city that were unsolicited that would say things like, don't park your cars out in front because we're going to demolish it next week, which seemed strange to us since you would think for something that's 10 stories high, you wouldn't think something would just show up and take it down. There were points where we were told, urgent, you have to get all your things out the building. We're about to demolish it. It became to the point where we kind of looked at each other and laughed because it was clear there were no intentions of coming here to demolish it.
City Hall says in an email about the House of Detention, Capital Projects Administration has gone through the design process with an A&E team for the demo of the facility. They confirmed the goal is to make it a parking lot with a total cost of almost $14 million. The money was there, but was recently moved to another project, with the city saying this project is currently on hold until funding can be replenished. As for the Community Correction Center, despite graffiti on the top, the city says it's secure, but adds, Capital Projects Administration has not been involved in the planning for the potential future of this facility. And if you soon add NOPD headquarters to the mix, redevelopment becomes harder and harder.
The longer they wait, the less of an ability for anybody to redevelop. And it just costs more. You know, raw land is much easier to develop in this city than it is a building that's, you know, just standing here and has been vacant for 10 years. You know, mold, asbestos, what have you, whatever's on the inside.
So I feel like it's already can be kind of a questionable area to begin with. And yeah, the more you take out of this, the more opportunities you have for these empty buildings just for dangerous things to happen.
Travis Mackel reporting there, and the City Council is expected to vote this week on moving officers out of the headquarters, relocating them to 2 floors of the DXC Technology Building, which is on Poydras Street.
In the short term, at least, the city says the cost to rent the space at that office tower is more affordable than redeveloping the current headquarters.